I will continue working on long and short vowels. As I mentioned before, we have three long vowels, alif, waw, and ya. And you have to memorize how to read them, if they are consonant or if they are vowels. Otherwise, you cannot read. We have two simple rules. If you know them, then you can start reading. It takes time, but step by step, you will be able to read. Just follow the rules. Rule number 1 says, if alif or waw or ya are in the beginning of the words, we treat them as consonant. They are not vowels anymore. Here I will implement rule number 1. You have waw, ra, dal. Before you start reading, we have long vowel here. Anytime you have long vowel, you have to stop and think, how will I read waw here? Do I read waw as wa or I read it as oo? So you have to distinguish it's a vowel or it's a consonant. According to rule number 1, if alif or waw or ya in the beginning of the word, then waw it's consonant. In this case, you read waw as wa, wa. So in this case, you read this word as ward, ward. Ward is flowers. From now on, maybe we'll start adding some vocab in Arabic. So this is the first one. Ward is flowers. Number 2 here, we have alif in the beginning of the word. It's the same. I'm implementing rule number 1 here. So alif in the beginning of the word, we treat alif as consonant. So we read alif as a, and remember here we are pronouncing hamza, as I mentioned before. So in this case, you read this word as ab, ab. Anytime we don't have short vowels, it's gonna be sukun. Most of the time, we don't write sukun. And most of the time, when you read, you don't see short vowels. But in the beginning, you have to start reading with the short vowels. It takes time. After a while, you can read without short vowels. But most of the time, we don't write sukun. So if you don't see any short vowels on any consonant, that means it's sukun. Look at number 3 here. Ya in the beginning of the word. Ya in the beginning, it's a consonant. In this case, we read it as ya. In this case, you read this word as yad. Yad. Yad is hand. Rule number 2, if waw or ya are in the middle of the word. If waw or ya are in the middle of the word, sometimes they are consonant, sometimes they are vowel. So if ya preceded by kasra, ya and kasra are couples and they like each other. So we treat ya as a vowel. If waw preceded by dammeh, waw and dammeh are couples as well. We treat them as vowel. Okay? This is very simple rule. Let's implement rule number 2. Right here. We have ya here preceded by kasra. If ya preceded by kasra, they like each other, vowel. So we read ya as vowel. The way we read this word, deeb, deeb. So I read ya as E sound. Why E sound? Because it's vowel here. Look at the second one. We have waw, we have dammeh. Waw, dammeh are couples, so vowel. So we read waw as oo. So the way you read this word, zur, zur. Ya here preceded by kasra. Ya and kasra are couples. So if they are couples, then vowel. If they are not couples, any other short vowel preceded, not kasra, then we treat ya as consonant. And in my next slide, I will show you more examples. So we read this as E. So the way we read this word, thieb, thieb. So the second you can distinguish the long vowels, if they are vowel or consonant, and you can distinguish how to read them, then you're done, then you can read. So that's the most important things here. That's what I was saying. You have to memorize how you read alif, waw, ya, if they are consonant or if they are vowels. And in this video, I'm adding 2 rules. So now you have to memorize these 2 rules in order for you to read. Let's do more examples on reading. Let's circle long vowels, then we will decide what to do. We have ya here, waw, ya, ya. Also we have alif, but I'm working now on this word. I'm working ya in the middle of the word. We have waw here, waw in the beginning, waw in the beginning. Now, in this slide, I just want you to decide waw or ya are vowels or consonant. That's it. Let's start with this one. We have waw here. We said if waw preceded by dammeh, we treat them as what? We treat them as vowel because they are couples. So the way we read waw here as ooh sound. Next, let's see ya. Ya preceded by kasra. Ya and kasra are couples. Then ya, it's a vowel. Remember, kasra with ya, dammeh with waw. These are 2 couples. Waw here preceded by fatha. Then waw here, it's not vowel. Because waw, it's not coupled with fatha. Waw is coupled with dammeh. So we treat waw as consonant. In this case, we will read waw as wa. Ya preceded by fatha. If it's preceded by kasra, they are couples. By fatha, they are not couples. So we read ya as ya. Tha, ya, kasra. Ya preceded by kasra. Ya and kasra are couples. Then vowel. So in this case, we treat them as vowels. So we read it as E. Waw preceded by dammeh. Waw and dammeh are couples. Vowel. Ooh. Rule number 1. Alif waw ya in the beginning of the word all the time. Consonant. We read it as wa. The same thing with this one. Consonant. We read it as wa. Remember, you can tell it's consonant because if you remember, I mentioned once, all the time we write the short vowels on the top of the consonant. You never see short vowels on the long vowels. Again, the short vowels all the time we write them on the top of the consonant. We never write short vowels on long vowels. That's why if you see here fatha, right away you can tell consonant. They are not vowels. You cannot have short vowels on the top of or underneath long vowels. Long vowels all the time. If they are vowels, they never take short vowels.